Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy Henry, you already know. And right now I want to talk to you about, well, it's actually a video response to Swift video where he posted, a response to my video saying, how do you guys get into RPGs the first time around? And, I think I'll talk about that for like a minute or two. It all started when I was like maybe 2, 3 years old. I was in the Dominican Republic, I didn't know about games. My family was poor, family didn't have anything. So back then, what I used to do is I used to go to the arcades. Well, whenever my family would go outside, and we would go to this really nice pizzeria. I guess that's why I like pizza so much, because back then I used to eat a lot. There was a pizzeria around where we used to live. Well, maybe not around it, but it used to be like a couple miles away. And my uncle always had a car, so every time he would come over, we would always go for a family trip. And I don't know how situations got fucked up now, but back then it used to be all good and shit. So we used to go over to the pizzeria and we used to eat and have fun. And in that area, there was this arcade, and there was this game that I really, really enjoyed. Until this day, I cannot figure out what the name of it is. If you guys know what the name of it is, please let me know. Like, it's kind of like Mega Man. Like, now I think back on it, it was like this guy who kind of resembles Mega Man, like a kid. And oh man, my memory's a little hazy. But like, it starts out the first level is a side scroller going to the right. In the first level, it starts out this Mega Man like kid. He's like jumping around. It's like plants and shit in the back. I don't know. It's if you guys know any like good side scroller games or maybe even the obscure ones. For arcade, let me know. I am willing to check every single one of them out, but I just don't have a clue. But anyway, I started playing that. That got me into video games, and I was like, hey, wait a second, this is enjoyable. And I remember my mom used to play tricks on me. She used to pretend to put quarters in. I guess she had like this string trick, and I always thought I was playing, but I really wasn't. And I think back on it, I laughed. And I told my mom this story. She's like, how do you remember stuff like that? And it's good times. But anyway, like that got me into video games, and my mom knew that I was getting serious with the video games. She's like, okay, you like those stuff? And then like, yeah, I like it, buy me one. I was like, buy me an arcade. I was like, no, those cost mad money. I'll buy you, one of those homemade systems. I'm like, what, homemade system? And then next thing you know, like my next birthday, my mom like saved up so much money, and I had to thank her for that. And she bought me an NES, which cost a lot of money back then. She bought me Mario Bros. 1, 2, and 3. No, sorry, 1 and 3, and Duck Hunt. Yeah, that's what it was, not 2. I don't think 2 came out at the time, but it was Mario Bros. 1 and 3 and Duck Hunt, and I was like, oh, sweet. And let's see, I was a lot older by then. I think I was like 4 years old. And I used to play a lot with my friends, and that got me into gaming. And now, and even though I know that Legend of Dragoon was my first RPG I played, it wasn't technically the first I played, it was the first I beat. The first I played would have to be Final Fantasy, the first one for the actual NES. I know a friend who had it, and I was playing it, and I enjoyed it. And I played Final Fantasy 2, which at the time was called Final Fantasy 2, but we all know the story is actually Final Fantasy 4. My friend had an SNES, I was like, whoa, what is that? And then like, he's like, oh, it's a Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm like, what? But I have the Nintendo Entertainment System. There's a super version of this? Like, how do you do it? What, you gotta like putting like mad wires on there or something? I was so stupid. And he's like, no, what you gotta do is just, you gotta go to the market and you gotta go ahead and buy one. And it costs like $60 or, some shit like that. And I was like, bro, okay, let's just play some games. He had R-Type, which is, I really got into R-Type. R-Type, I beat R-Type, I beat Super R-Type. But I can never beat R-Type 3. For some reason, R-Type 3 has been the bane of my existence. I can never beat that game. I got out to the last boss before, but like I would always die like a dumbass. And I know there's an easy way to beat him, but it's stupid. Like, I don't know why I keep dying in that last stage. So R-Type, Killer Instinct, got really heavy into Killer Instinct, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Mario All-Stars, and he had all these games. And then Final Fantasy 2, I saw it, I was like, hey, can I play this game? He's like, yeah, sure, knock yourself out. And he would like go outside and play with his friends, and I'd be inside playing games. And then I would go outside and I'd be like, hey guys, do you realize how good this game is? This game is amazing. I didn't know what they were talking about in the game. I was like, bro, this is awesome. And they're like, "No, God, come join us. We're playing marbles, or we're playing like throw like." We used to play a game where we used to like take rubber bands, like really large ones, and just like toss them like from a distance, and the one who overlaps, like whose rubber band overlaps the other rubber band, you take it. It's in, we used to have gambles. I used to have like rolls of rubber band here on my arm, and I used to be a champion of that. Used to play marbles. Used to just like take marbles and flick them. We used to play all these crazy games, all these gambling games and all that. It was fun. Bro, I'm supposed to talk about RPGs. We're not talking about your life. Okay, so Final Fantasy 2, that got me into RPGs, like, definitely. I mean, I played Final Fantasy 1, but I kind of didn't like it at first. But Final Fantasy 2, the music just touched me. When I first played it, I was like, bro, this is the most amazing game I've ever seen. Like, it's not like Mario, it's not like the other ones. It's long, it's lengthy. Like, I enjoy it, it's great. And I was so foreign to the whole RPG scene. And then afterwards, I started doing more research. When I was growing up, I was like, I'm really interested in those games I played as a kid. What were they called? And I didn't have internet back then. So I used to just rely on friends or school, or, even people like adults. I used to have a lot of adult friends who used to play games. So I used to ask some of these people, like, hey, do you remember what this game was called, this and that? And they tell me, like, oh, okay, that one's Final Fantasy. Oh, no, that's Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior, whatever it was called back then. And it's like, oh, no, okay, fine, thanks for telling me. And then I would do the research, I would go to my game stores, I would be like, hey, do you have any RPGs around, role-playing games? And so, oh, yeah, we have tons. We have selections from Evolution, the World Sacred Device, Evolution 2, Far Promise. I'm like, what? Evolution? Let me try that out. And I had a Dreamcast. By the time I got into RPGs, I had a Dreamcast, which is the perfect time for me to get into it. Because Dreamcast had the best RPGs, in my opinion. So I got into it. I picked up Evolution, and I never put it. I still play it today. I never put it down. Banning Kaitos, I got into Banning Kaitos later, and and then Legend Dragoon first. Actually, Evolution came at the same time that Legend Dragoon came, but Evolution was kind of like a longer game. A little, like, to me, it took longer than Legend Dragoon because I had to do more training in that game. But yeah, that's pretty much what actually got me involved in this whole thing. I'm interested to see the other responses, if anyone's going to respond to it. I would like to understand more about where other people come from, like what got them into the whole RPG scene. And thanks again, Circana, for giving me this chance to start this little vlog thing. I mean, I didn't think I'd be doing this. I might just have to make a separate channel for this or something. I don't know. But I got Streets of Rage in the background. I'm gonna LP this right now, actually. It's like 4 o'clock p.m. Yeah, but I think I did enough talking, actually. I'll wait until tomorrow or something. I won't be able to go back on the computer today. I'll wait till tomorrow, see what other people's responses are. Alright, so check it out. It's your boy Hammer. You already know. Peace out.